So today we're going to be talking about the dark night of the soul. I'm feeling a lot of you are going through this right now. So I wanted to do a reading to help give you a little perspective and guidance during this difficult time. So this is going to be for the advanced viewers who are more understanding of terms like dark night of the soul and, awakenings and synchronicities and signs and such. Whoa. Okay, we're going to save that, but I'm going to pull another one out just in case. Beautiful. And this reading is meant to just inspire you to keep going, because I know how difficult the dark night of the soul is, and it comes in waves. There's a wave right there. Freedom. Messages of only divine love and light for those going through the dark night of the soul. Wow. The eight gateway card that popped up. So this energy is a continuation of the eight Lions gateway. And it's the ending of the Mercury retrograde, so things are changing and evolving. Yes. Queen of Air. Queen of Scrolls. Queens. Divine feminine energy. We are finally tapping into that divine feminine energy, moving away from that overly masculine energy, though some of us are still fighting it. Wow. Let me just kind of move things in view. Okay, sorry. Just trying to organize this. Now, the dark night of the soul appears as It appears as depression. It appears as control issues. It's pretty much all of your things that you have suppressed brought up to the surface. And the 3 songs that I pulled up today. One second. This is a card from your, if you have lost a deceased loved one, this will be from them to you regarding this dark night of the soul. Here we go. There's no such thing as death. Okay. As I was just talking about what the songs are for today. So the song that came through was, the first was Heart of Life, which I immediately went to another song because that song has just been popping up. It popped up so many times in Maui. And the second song that popped up was My Friends Never Die by Odessa. So there's no such thing as death. Okay. Now, I lit a candle for this reading for protection, not only for protection, but to help guide you out of the dark night of the soul, to bring some light and illumination into your journey. And like I was saying, what the dark night of the soul is it mostly is your everything suppressed coming up to the surface, like I was just saying before. And it comes in waves. And it's a matter of fighting it. Shining your light so brightly, having a bulletproof soul, because the darkness is going to try to dim your light. And I know I always talk about balance, and if it really is balance, light and dark must exist to coexist or whatever. But right now it's out of balance. So sometimes there is more dark than light and light than dark. And right now I have a feeling there's a lot of darkness out there. So it's asking those light warriors to bring balance by shining your light as brightly as possible. And we're going to start with third wave. And the dark night of the soul, your abilities open up to the point where. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to light a little bit of Palo Santo here, just to bring extra protection to this reading and allow me to channel only messages of truth and from unconditional love and light. Okay? Now, as we begin to awaken, we start awakening our third eye, and that third eye can be quite deceptive. You're seeing multi-dimensional beings, and you're seeing lower and higher vibrational beings. And sometimes some of these beings are not of love and light. They are not of truth. So this is where we must open our heart and our mind and our instincts in unison to see the truth of situations, people, and things. And it can be quite scary. And I know that when I went through it, I was being told that I should commit suicide when I was going through it, because it was trying to dim the light. It was telling me that suicide is the bravest thing a person can do, so just do it. But I remembered the shockwave of pain that occurs and grief that occurs when a person commits suicide, and I had to remind myself of that. I had to remember my niece and what happened to keep me going. So, third wave. It's a sacred geometry. So this will affect you on a subconscious level. You may not understand the pattern now, but your subconscious mind will. Third wave, as we know, 3 is the Holy Trinity. It is the masculine aspect. So This is very nice that we have all the masculine on this side and we have all the feminine on this side. Well, actually, no. There's a 5 here. This is masculine. This is feminine. This is masculine. It's a nice combination. And here we have 33, which is Buddha. And Buddha, to me, is truth. Okay, so we're going to start with third wave. And this is going to be a long reading, so buckle down, people. Buckle down. And really, it's really meant for people that are going through the dark night of the soul. And if you haven't gone through the dark night of the soul, maybe wait upon watching this. Or if you're watching it, maybe you're meant to see it, because maybe you're meant to have the knowledge that is here for when you begin to have the dark night of the soul. So third wave, as we know, 3 is communication, peace, love, creation. It is joy. It is creativity. The energy of third wave makes you aware of your choice to be here on earth. Accept who you are on this earth and your strength will increase. So accepting who you are right now and not wanting to be somebody you're not. Accepting, what you came here to do. I know when I was going through the dark night, and when I go through the dark night of soul, I'm currently going through a dark night of soul. I question, why am I here still, I question that sometimes because it is a difficult journey. And I was guided to do this reading because I myself am going through that right now. And I'm even having a hard time in places that I find absolutely magical and beautiful to see, to lift the veil off my eyes and see the truth of the beauty. So, things are taken from us during this time that bring, hardships happen, things start going crazy because they try to dim your light. They try to take the things that you love the most. And by they, I mean the dark forces. I know it sounds crazy to some of you, dark and light. It exists. It exists. It's about finding a balance, riding the wave. It's like learning to surf. So yes, remember why you are here. Remember your divinity. You are here for a reason, to shine light to those. And let go of the need to know everything. Let go of control. Controlling others. Controlling information. Controlling everything. Wanting to know everything. It's like the information will come to you when you are ready. Quiet your mind and the answers will come to you. And, really protect your energy field. Right now it's a time of a lot of energy vampires and stuff, and they're really trying to dim the light. So they're here to aggravate you, annoy you, all these things, and it's all about how you react. So what's your reaction? Are you annoyed? Are you frustrated? Are you jealous? Are you, whatever negative emotion? When you feel those emotions pop up, transmute them by coming back to a place of love and light. Okay. So yes, third wave. I call the awakenings waves. So right now, if you are going through the dark night of the soul, you are part of the third wave. There's many waves, so that's just the third wave. And it's like I said, surfing. Interesting that it's called waves. Okay, now we go to Buddha, the number of enlightenment. You are being enlightened right now. If you are going through this dark night of the soul, you are heading toward enlightenment. Your third eye is awakening. You are seeing the truth. You are seeing the truth. The veil is being lifted. And so when we call on Buddha, I love Buddha. He is of love and he is of light. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to look. Here we go. When you draw this card, Lord Gautama, who became the Buddha, is calling you to live in a state of peace, compassion, and enlightenment. You are ready to expand your consciousness to include all that is and to view the world from a higher perspective. You are asked to live in total harmlessness with all things. This creates safety for you, for all creatures will love you and feel safe with you. Your guidance is to remember we are all one and to treat each person, animal, or sentient being as if they are a beloved part of you. I am one with everyone and everything. And it's about remembering that everybody is a reflection of you. So if you're constantly feeling more powerful than somebody, like you have that ego, like, oh, I know more than this person, that is your ego. That is not of enlightenment. That is your ego taking over. So it's about balancing and remembering they are all an aspect of you. At one point, you didn't have this knowledge, right? So don't be hoity-toity. That's the word I got, hoity-toity. Take off the mask. Take off the mask. You know what you know, and what you don't know, you don't know. You know? Akbal. And it does. It looks like, it almost looks like a Hawaiian tiki. And yes, this is going to have energy that is of me, but it's also of others who connect with this Hawaiian energy, this Lemurian energy. When I think of Hawaii, it's not just Hawaii, the island. I think of Lemuria. And the balancing of the polarities, you know. It's all about keeping a state of balance. So let us see what Akbal has to say. Interesting. So I had a bookmark of like something I drew, and it looks like fingerprints, almost like fingerprints or tree rings, but they were shaped in hearts. It's like I was doodling because I was on the phone, I think, with somebody. And so this, if this resonates with you, this is wisdom, tree knowledge, love, but also fingerprints. Only you are one of a kind. You are love. Your fingerprint carries that. You carry that DNA of love. Now remember that. Remember that when you are being pushy or overpowering or controlling over others, asserting your will upon others, let it go. Let people get there on their free will. Let people understand concepts on their free will when they want to. Don't push your concepts on people. Just like right now. If you're not resonating with it, you don't have to continue watching. This is for the people that it resonates with. And I just happened to open to a page and it says Tree of Choice. Pretty cool. Okay, so trees. Trees are, you know, if you are of an enlightenment journey, trees will manifest in a certain way in your life as wisdom and knowledge and love and oxygen, because they give you life, just much like water. Akbal. 53. Hold on, guys. This is going to be a longer reading, so bear with me. 53 and 177. 77, guys. You've been seeing 777 everywhere. Here it is again. So Akbal, it means night or house in Mayan. It is a sanctuary. It is the place to look within, enclosing darkness, journey into self. Oh my gosh, it is the dark night of the soul. Interesting. Dream field matrix, dream exploration. I feel a lot of people are dreaming right now, having these intense dreams. I just had this weird dream last night about Tom Petty. And I love Tom Petty, guys. So this has nothing to do with anything but a dream. It was just an interpretation. I'm sure that Tom Petty is a metaphor for something else. He just happened to be there in representation. But so Tom Petty was there, and there was a little boy there, and I was being raped or something. But I was trying to protect. There's a little boy there, and it's kind of like I took the hit for the child. Like, here, take me instead of the child. It was a crazy dream. Anyways, but I love Tom Petty. This has got nothing to do. It was just a dream. Okay. And I've had that song because I sing it to my dog. She's a good girl, loves her mama. But I change it to loves Cheez-Its because it's about my dog. Anyways, okay, so the herbs are mugwort, poppy, mandrake. It's a white orchid, which is access to the dream world. And the wisdom is viewpoint to internal and subjective. It's about depression. It's about self-judgment. It's about fear of change. That's the shadow wisdom. So this is about depression. You see how it's darkness, but you have a little bit of light shining through. And, that water can represent, it's intuitive. But, when we start awakening, we kind of feel depressed because we don't feel anybody that we can relate to, We are to the point where even the people that we relate to, we don't relate to anymore. Even the people that we were connecting with, we're no longer connecting with anymore because we are growing at such a fast, rapid speed. It reminds me of Jonathan Livingston Seagull. And if you have not read that book, I highly suggest it. It's a very short read, 36 pages, I think. And you will resonate. If you were going through the dark night of the soul, you will resonate with that book. I highly suggest it. I'm sure you can find it on PDF for free online. But support your artists by buying the book. So the shadow transformation will be willing to examine how you judge and evaluate yourself. Embrace and follow your inner shadow processes to learn from their gifts. Yeah. I am the darkness that is the light, and the stillness that is the dancing. T.S. Eliot. A pilgrimage deep within to the sanctuary of self to garner the gifts awaiting for me there. Yes, so it's like, diving so deep. It's like you're going down the rabbit hole, right? But you keep going so deep that eventually the rabbit hole kind of scoops back up and you start seeing light again. And it's about getting yourself coming out of the rabbit hole back into the light. So in order to really go deep, you really have to self-reflect. Honest self-reflection is key. Where are you lying? Where are you not being honest with yourself and with others? Where are the things that you need to change? Where do you exert your power over others? Where do you do things that are disguised as love? I once heard that man will do many horrible things to others in the guise of love. Be honest with yourself, be honest with others. That is the only way to continue transcending this dimension. So, 177, let's get to 177, Akbal. I bet you I'm pronouncing that wrong too. No, I am. I'm right, Akbal. So the shadow wisdom is one indication of the shadow of Akbal is being lost in self, being too inward and subjective. Some experience this subjectivity as depression. Yet from this place you can learn to face and free your deepest fears. Instead of resisting this process, embrace it, garnering its wisdom. Go deep inside and discover the positive intent that is held in your experience. What is it trying to show you that you have not been willing to look at? If you can go through your stuckness, you can find unexpected insights and gifts in the apparent darkness. Yeah, so a great opportunity for looking within can also be found in recognizing how you judge and evaluate others and yourself. Self-judgment impairs access to your own intrinsic wisdom. Judgment of how you should be affects your process. Perhaps your conditioned beliefs have become harsh tools of comparison and classification. To be is not a specific goal. Being is simply the innocence that is regained through acceptance of self. Yeah, and you're allowed to make mistakes along the way. Don't judge them. You're breaking up blockages and barriers around the heart of yourself. You're creating a new home, in essence, self, a sanctuary within. So through meditation, you're creating your safe zone within. And self-judgment also intensifies issues of self-worth and feelings of separation, not feeling worthy. I know sometimes, so I'm sharing this journey because this is what I'm going through right now. So I thought that maybe others were going through this. So this is why I did this reading today. And yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm not worthy of being able to share this knowledge. Sometimes I feel like, I don't know, that not worthy feeling. My own self-judgment. So I got to remember to go back to love and why I'm doing this, to help others, because this is time consuming for me. This really is very draining for me sometimes. I'm really doing this, and I'll have to remember that I'm doing it because there's somebody out there. I know when I was awakening, I didn't know about any of this. I knew, but I didn't even find others out there that were going through similar things. I was too in a dark place to look for people going through the similar thing. I just thought I was just going through depression. I didn't know what was happening. I thought I was losing my mind. I thought I was becoming schizophrenic, hearing, seeing, all these things. I thought I was losing it. You know, the synchronicities were out of control. I don't know how many times I questioned, is this real? Did I die? Because this can't be real. So, you know, in the natural process of unfoldment, there are no victims and no blame. Whatever position you take in this natural evolutionary playing field is neither right nor wrong. Rather, all that happens is for your awareness and growth. From this position of non-judgment, you can move through lessons more quickly. If you don't pick up the meanings of a particular lesson, you may feel stuck with it until you discover the gift of teaching it holds. Often what is being asked by this stuckness is a shift in attitude or belief structure. This may be as simple as changing your position, trying on the other side of the polarity of situations. If you feel stuck in a situation that seems to keep repeating themselves, this is a sign of a core issue. So freeing these depths releases karmic patterns into true expression of your being, and it's a signal for unconscious fear of change. What appears to be a contradiction into self will eventually bring you full circle like a yin-yang symbol into a more fluid and expanded state, going deep within. Akbal teaches you its greatest truth. What is contained in darkness holds the greatest potential for light. And Akbal musically is best described by Italian adjective chioso, meaning a closed humming, or a blending of three primary energies. Three is, here we go, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. The Holy Trinity, guys. Communication. Feel the movement. Other musical adjectives that describe energy of Akbal are kupo, meaning dark, deep, or obscure. Amabil, meaning sweet, tender, or gentle. Allow your mind's eye to visualize these qualities together in meditation. Let Akbal offer you a peaceful sanctuary to just be. Kupo, amable, 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 amable. Okay, so Akbal, thank you. A lot of water there, so dark waters. And in the intuition aspect, you will see a lot of dark things that you don't want to see. So always bring yourself back to your heart center. Remember the light. The light, the gold, selenite, spiritual guidance. Selenite. It's always with me. Behind my little doll. So selenite, you know, we know that's the connection to the crown chakra. That is the opening of the crown chakra and connecting to your higher source of oneness with everything and everyone, feeling that connection with everything and everyone. And love in a universal sense, not just a romantic sense, in a universal sense. You know, we get stuck on journeys, twin flame journeys, all this stuff. I know that I was stuck on that, a while back, because I didn't understand that it's not about the polarity of the masculine and feminine. It is about the oneness of both. I am my own twin flame. I find somebody who mirrors those exact aspects in me when I am in balance and in union. And not just in the love aspect, in all aspects, soulmate aspects, whatever. So I keep saying I'm going to make a video about twin flame stuff, but I just have to really figure out how I want to word everything, how I want to create the video. There's a lot of false truths out there about the twin flame journey, and a lot of it is to get people to feel separation, because you're out of union, you are separated. That is too when you are always together. You are each other's other counterpart, you are from the same source, like everybody. So, if selenite has come to you today, there are beings with information that is ready and available for you on the inner plane, so inside. This information and guidance is relevant to current circumstances and situations, as well as your spiritual growth, and very often your purpose on earth. It is worth noting that selenite only comes when the ability to receive the information from spirit has already been mastered. One of the best ways to get this information is to do a little automatic writing. Kind of like how I did with that piece of paper where I was doodling the heart tree thing. It is best to not read what you are writing and to read it later. Often yawning can help loosen the throat chakra and facilitate the entire process. Alternatively, set up a meeting time with a spirit on the astral plane to collect the information in the dream state. Jade and apophyllite can help you with this. Selenite is a sacred stone to the Pleiadian star system. They may be contacting you. Selenite is also powerfully connected to cats. If you have one around you, it has a message. Their principal wisdoms are in the flame of love and heard through the heart. Sit, listen, and feel. That's so interesting. So I was doing a mirror meditation, and my face transformed into like a cat, almost like Sphinx type face. It was interesting. It was like half man, half woman, half cat. And then I started remembering the Lyrians, Lyrians, who are the cat people. That's why a lot of people feel really connected to cats over others. And I've never really had a connection with cats. Not even really dogs, really. I liked them, but they always loved me. Cats, even like the most hermit of cats, would come out to see me, and people would say, oh my God, my cat doesn't like anybody, but they would always come out to me. So it was always really interesting. But as my heart began to open up, then I saw the appreciation for all animals and my dog and cats, and now it's like I can't even see one hurt, But, I'm getting there to where I will honor them by never feeling guilty for the circle of life. Because a lot of us, that guilt blocks the sacral and solar plexus, the guilt of what we eat. So it's about letting that go and honoring no matter what it is that you eat, because sometimes you don't have any other option. And by not eating, you are now not honoring your body. And this is your vehicle. You need to take care of this vehicle. And you need to provide it with the sustenance no matter what it is. You have to be grateful. And grateful is eating whatever is provided for you. So, a great affirmation is, I am the eternal voice of spirit. And the animal totem for the selenite is a puma. So Pleiadian light, soul star work, Biomis, who I talked to before this reading to help me channel some truthful information for you guys. So thank you, Biomis. Okay, moving on to Divine Temple Source and Sun. Before this reading, I was doing something, I was doing some chakra stuff, because I do have currently my solar plexus is on fire right now, because I've been doing a lot of willpower work, getting things done that I normally wouldn't get done. But it's also the sun energy, and harnessing a lot of sun energy will really engulf you in the golden light. And golden light is all about enlightenment. It's not just solar plexus. It is gold, which is crown chakra. So when you get an aura reading, you have to make sure that you know that when you get yellow and some aspects are gold, if they don't know what they're reading. So I figured that out just recently, because I was asking questions like, wait a minute, I know what, I have some solar plexus stuff that I'm working on. Why is that so bright? And it was because it was gold. So, Divine Temple, Source. Beautiful card. So Source is one of the most powerful cards in the deck and has shown up today to remind you that you are forever deeply connected to the divine source of the universe. This source energy is your ever-flowing supply of love, wisdom, healing, abundance, and support in your life. Know that you are deeply connected to and at one with this divine light at all times. It is the infinite source of power and energy in your life. You may have been feeling low of energy and disconnected from your source of late, and this card is a reflection and sign that the gates have opened and this universal energy is available to you more than ever. You are being guided to work with the crystals of the Divine Temple Crystal to strengthen and awaken this connection to a deeper level. Take a moment to go within and reflect on your life and current situations as you sit in silence with your crystal card. Allow the divine source of the universe to fill every cell of your being with pure love, light, and essence of source energy. Feel yourself embrace and embody. Sorry, it's a little bit windy today. Embrace and embody this powerful connection with all that is. Breathe deeply as you receive this download of cosmic energy and allow it to dissolve any barriers you may have put in place to block this magical light. Know that you are deeply loved and held in this vibration at all times, and make sure to align with it frequently. Attracting this card today is a positive sign that the divine source is behind you and supports your choices and decisions at this time. Thank you. I really needed to hear that one today. Questioning if this is the path I want to take, and I do these readings, and I'm grateful for the people that watch. I really am. And this is why I do it. If I can just help one person, then I'm making a difference. So as long as you're trying, if you can't help them, don't hurt them. And the Sunstone card had popped up, which is solar plexus. And this is about embracing, and this one had popped out as I was shuffling, so I kept it. Let me put that right here. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. So, the Divas of Sunstone have arrived in your world today to share the next part of your journey with you. They are here to assist you and encourage you to step fully into your power on all levels. You may have been feeling a lack of energy, direction, and clarity in your life, which can be a sign that you are giving over your power. It is now time to let go and heal whatever has held you back from embracing your full potential power. If you have been sitting on the sidelines, it is now a perfect time to dance into your own light. You are encouraged to listen to your own intuition, and if you have been compromising yourself due to fears of others' rejections, you are being encouraged to stop any self-sabotaging behavior. It is time for you to speak up for what you believe in, and as you step further into your power, you will know exactly what to say and how to say it in a diplomatic and compassionate way. Know that you are a strong and empowered person, and it is time to be seen and heard. The world needs people like you to step up and shine your light. Work closely with Sunstone because this medicine will assist you greatly in dissolving any fears that may hold you back from truly awakening your personal power, allowing you to shine in all your magnificence. Yes. And that goes directly with Ishtar. Easter, the rise of sun. So if you know what Easter is, the holiday, it came from Ishtar. So these go together. Sun, the sun has risen. So let me find, here it is. Boundaries. So this is about healthy boundaries, just like empowerment is, not letting people push you around or, pressing their will onto you. And you not doing it for others as well. Don't press your will onto others. It says, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. A sincere desire to give of service is wonderful. However, there's a distinction between giving of yourself and giving up yourself. If you feel tired, guilty, or resentful while helping others, then you're not truly helping them, are you? You are injecting poisonous energies into the relationship, and then no one benefits. Step back and reassess the situation. As you respect your own boundaries, others will begin to recognize and respect them within you, and within themselves as well. And now that's a healthy behavior to teach to others. And the various meanings of this cards is you're either giving too much, it's becoming more assertive, and don't do things out of guilt or obligation. And also don't be too aggressive. You're, becoming more assertive or becoming more aggressive. It's about finding the balance. It's all about balance, man. This whole balance thing is like, blah. I almost just want to jump ship already. It's like, get me off this boat. So it says, Ishtar has been worshipped and invoked since ancient Babylonian times as the embodiment of Venus's womanly energy. Ishtar represents the divine feminine in all of her aspects, including nurturing, mothering, sensuality, fertility, healing, protection, and wisdom. As a multidimensional goddess, Ishtar doesn't tire of helping the men and women who call upon her for assistance. There you have it. Ishtar. She's a gorgeous woman with gold headband, gold, which is about enlightenment and having the Christ consciousness shine through in all you do. You know, Christ consciousness is about love and not power. Loving everybody. Okay, so we're going to move on to the gazelle. Oops, sorry, I almost dropped my little thing here. Okay, gazelles. Oh, I love gazelles. They're so pretty. That's about freedom. You're this close to freedom, guys, and you want to jump ship. That's like I'm talking to myself here. We're this close to freedom and we want to jump ship. We're almost there, guys. The sacred spiral. If my buddy Rick is watching this right now, there's that sacred spiral that brought us together. I met my friend Rick on Kwajalein, and he was wearing, this is where I was following the signs at the time, and I had been studying the sacred spiral my whole trip, and he came out wearing a sacred spiral shirt. So that's how we became friends, because I was like, nice shirt, boom, created a friendship. So go where the signs guide you. I've had other friends. I had another friend in Rhode Island that I met. We were at a coffee shop, and I looked over, and he had this flower of life or some sort of sacred geometry tattoo, and I knew that he knew. He was on my level of understanding, and made friends. Really good friends with made good friends with his girlfriend Jessica. It's pretty interesting, pretty cool. Okay. Anyways, this is technically my reading, so I'm just going to talk about everything, see if something resonates with y'all. Okay? So gazelle, sacred spiral. As gazelles leap and whirl across the savanna, they express their freedom of movement with sensuality, grace, and ease. Gazelle fluidly dances through life and invites you to do the same. This may be a time to notice if you have attachments to old static energy of the past. Does any part of your life feel oppressive, shameful, or heavy? Gazelle reminds you that today could be an opportune time to release negative energies, maybe even generations of strict discipline, sexual repression, or stifling of your creativity. Dance with Mother Earth and allow her to restore your wholeness. The healing sacred spiral, releasing the old and embracing the new, brings sensual freedom, travel, rejuvenation, and your creative spirit. And sorry, I need to see what time this thing is at right now. Holy cow, 43. Sorry, that's my own personal, it was at 43:13, I think. My own personal number. Okay. So that's 5, that's freedom. And, 5 is about change. Changing, your old behavior patterns are no longer working. This control, this judgment, this wanting of things, this, knowledge is power in a sense, but we don't want power, really. So let go of wanting to know everything. Look at everything more as a lesson instead, that it'll come organically. Okay, because you know what? Success is here. You will get through this dark night of the soul. I promise. You have support systems. So success looks very much like Ishtar. Looks very much like Source. This is all cohesive. We got all the gold and the red and this, beautiful color communication. This is beautiful. This flower petal in the center. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So, success. This is going to be a long reading, guys. Success can mean many things to the ego self, but the soul only knows one, triumph, and that is to love. When your soul is no longer manifested in the physical dimension, it is a time of reflection on how successful it was with that endeavor. The soul doesn't care how big your house was, or how nice your car was, or how many bank accounts you had. The soul only cares about how you expressed love and compassion towards yourself and others. In the infinite wisdom of the universe, the more love you demonstrate, the more you will receive. And even your ego's definition of success is altered. Your notion of how you would be perceived as successful will change. The material things that you thought would make you happy will not have the same appeal. So success is not about monetary things. You know, my friend that just passed away, he was saving and working really hard to retire, to go to Hawaii, and then, you know, he passed away. The same thing happened with my boyfriend that passed away. He was saving to retire, and he died right before Hawaii. And it's about just doing things now. Follow your dreams now, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Even though there's no such thing as death and we just transform, you know, it's time to live. Okay. Worth waiting for. This card popped up during the 8-8 gateway reading. It's popping up again. The twin flame fox mascot. There's the two of them coming together. There's the horse. There's the beautiful woman by the water, hanging her feet over the ocean, marveling at how they found each other. It's beautiful. And the unicorn horse, the higher dimensional frequency of a horse is the unicorn. And your patience will be rewarded. This patience that you're going through this dark night of the soul, and just like being patient with others and loving them and not going off on them and going off to others about them. This patience of just seeing everything from a place of love and understanding that they will get to where you are without having to be pushy or assertive. Everybody will get there in divine timing. So don't rush things. Be patient. Worth waiting for. You know what you want and you've been waiting for it. This card means your patience is about to pay off. You'll soon have what your heart desires. It will most likely be better than you expect. Everything happens at the perfect time, and this is why I'm going to show you this card. And where was I? Everything happens at perfect time, and this is why you need to wait. You had lessons to learn, and other people had to be ready as well. Now everything is set, and you will find that your prayers have been answered. All of your patience and hard work will now be rewarded. For now, keep your mind focused on what you want, and don't think about fear in any way. If you become afraid, then ask your angels for help. You need to keep the faith. What you want is worth waiting for. Instead of settling for something that's good enough, you'll now have the best, because you deserve the best, guys. You deserve the best. You deserve this. So lovely. That patience is going to pay off. You deserve the best. Your guides are bringing them in, so be patient. Okay, so Queen of Air, independent, experienced, realistic, witty, and I love this. So, you know, it's a crystal ball, right? But it's also got the unicorn in it, so a lot of unicorn energy here. And it almost looks like she's wearing the infinity glove. I was just watching that movie on the plane and I fell asleep to it. But yeah, very interesting. This looks like a cruise ship over here. It's a cruise ship. And then we got, you know, the third eye, very fully awakened, very there. And it's almost like a droplet of water. We are that droplet in a water, you know? So independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. Objective decision-making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in the situation. So laugh, guys, laugh about this. Holy cow, this is like a comedy almost. You're almost like, oh Lord, can it get any worse? Can things get any worse? Gosh, watch a funny movie. If you're like getting in this depressed mode, watch something to make you laugh. Because I know you just want to wallow in the misery of sadness and despair and oh, everything's miserable, everything sucks. But just freaking take a moment to laugh, and I promise you it'll take the edge off of that about to jump off the cliff feeling. You know, watch Dumb and Dumber. Watch how silly that is. So the Queen of Air. Someone with incredible insight and perceptiveness with regard to a situation and people. A person with a marvelous wit. A keen mind and a forthright personality who doesn't take life too seriously. A perfectionist, but not judgmental. An unmarried person. Independent, experienced, candid, realistic. And look at that. Page 1. Oops. page, can you see it? Page 111. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 9, 7, 24. Crazy. Let me see a minute here. So 6, 6, 12, 18, 21, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 8, 11. Okay. Sorry, I'm just doing my own mathematics here of all the cards, because that is, I think that's 11 or 10. I've got to look that up real quick. So selenite, because I know that this is like some Hawaiian so that is 2, Thoth. Yeah, Thoth is the god of communication. The writer, the scriber. So also 3, communication, but it's 2. Okay. Queen of Air. The need to clear out clutter, it says. Wisdom forged by real-life experiences, a stalled romance, divorced individuals. And it says, clear decision-making abilities are needed right now. See through any hidden agendas. It's time to remove anything or anyone from your life whose presence no longer serves your greatest good. Still try to see the underlying humor of it, though. So, like, yeah, it didn't work out, but man, was that fun. Man, was that funny. That was just ridiculous, you know? Laugh about it. Okay, moving on to Queen of Scrolls. So 2 queens in a row, guys. Got 2 queens up in here. 2 snaps and a twist. Queens. Okay, let me find this. Whoa, this is getting to be a long reading, guys. I'm sorry. You can watch this in 2 parts if you'd like. Come back to it later. Okay, scrolls. One, 2, 9. Oh my God, that's 111 again. 111. So that's 3 again. So a lot of 3 energy here. So the 3rd wave. This is us, guys. Crazy. A beautiful woman holds a scroll as she stands in front of a sunlit archway. Around her swirls the energy of wisdom, knowledge, and Akashic truth. When this card appears, she brings important information and inspiration to you. The Queen of Scrolls is a woman of higher mind who you may already know or have yet to meet. Her purpose is to help you move through the entryway to a new level of wisdom and understanding. She could be a teacher to you in some way, or offer a friendship that could develop into a deeper love. This woman could be helpful to you in some project requiring communication. She may be an author, a marketer, or a publisher. If you are a writer, she may be someone who assists you in getting published. The Queen of Scrolls could also represent you or a woman in your life getting a position in a field related to communication or academics, such as counseling, teaching, marketing, or publishing. This card indicates a phase of deepening understanding and readiness to learn. It's the perfect time for personal growth and expansive learning, whether it's mind, body, or spirit-centered. Open the mysteries that are hidden in the Akashic Scrolls and step through the door of knowledge. Beautiful. You've been writing that book? Have you been writing a book? This Queen of Scrolls is going to help get you published. So have no fear. Okay, moving on. Little wolf girl. Poe. Lordy, lordy, Poe. 18. Little wolf girl. This small girl who changes in the woods under the full moon into a creature wild and undomesticated remains gentle, soulful, and true to her essence. She wants you to know your solitude is your sanctuary. She wishes for you, too, to know you are changing and showing more of your true self. She wishes you to know that while these changes will be empowering, at first they may make you vulnerable, fragile, and open, as she is if you gaze deeply into her eyes. You must wear a symbol of what you are becoming at this time, as she does, and take on that which you wish to change into. This will become your talisman and holds great magic within it. Choose this alone. Holy cow, okay. That popped up yesterday. The little wolf dog talked about getting a tattoo or of some sort, or making a talisman that represents protection. So, the little wolf girl speaks. I am alone. This is a good thing. I'm not sorry for my solitude. I will defy boundaries, expectations, and the labels others wish to place on me. For this moment, I stand alone. I am by myself, and that is all right. I am changing by myself. I can change without influence. Perhaps you are changing too. You are like a tree or a snake, and you are shaking off dusty, too-tight skin of the past, of your exile from the world of nature, most of all, of the words others have used to describe you. You are awakening from a prison of conditioning and thought, and freeing yourself for a future of true, authentic, powerful bliss, and sometimes testing times and lives. You are changing. Your new sensitivity will help many people connect more deeply to the physical world, which is continually feeding you with imagery, energy, and messages. But before you can achieve great things, you must change, even if the only change is to choose the courage to be alone. And the divination is, your changes are becoming conspicuous to others, so for now be sure to keep the changes safe while you nurture them. Now is neither the right time to proclaim them loudly, nor is the time to be mysterious. It is wise to allow them simply to happen. Some will notice and give their support. Others will notice and give their disapproval. You must learn to discern what advice is wise. Be not needful of approval and flattery, or of condemnation against which to rebel. Just keep on being your true self and give yourself space and solitude. Allow the little wolf girl to show you how. Then you will know when your true self will be revealed. The changes you have made will in time seem so entirely natural, and those who are no longer meant to be in your life will depart. Do not worry. Just keep on becoming, and be, for now, in the best company of your own, of all, your own. Be your true, authentic self. This is 9, the humanitarianism, the end of a cycle, the end of being what other people want you to be. Now we're moving into this. And listen, I'm going to be honest with you. This whole, find your passion and you'll be taken care of, it comes in, it's not necessarily in the form of financial matters. You're just taken care of. Like if you are thinking about going on a trip, you have an angel out there who's going to help you get there. If you're thinking about, creating a project, you have somebody who's going to offer their services to you. Abundance doesn't necessarily have to be financial wealth. Yeah, it's great when it comes, but it comes in many forms. So, yes, when I first started this journey, it's scary. I still don't make any money off of this. That's the difficult aspect. But I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it to help others. And in helping others, other people help me in different ways. And that to me is abundance, and I'm grateful for that. So, let go of the monetary thing of needing money to make things happen. Yes, you'll get there eventually. Be patient, because it's worth waiting for. It's going to pay off. Somebody is going to approach you about your ideas and help you get them to become successful, where you'll be financially secure and not have to worry about these things anymore. Because I know that's a big thing with people that are awakening. Do I quit my day job? Not just yet. If you're guided to, yes. If it's draining you, yes. Maybe a part-time job while you focus on your other stuff. Scaling down from your big means of living to something smaller. Okay, so Poe. This is my friend's card that passed away, so he's here with us. Thank you, Edgar. Yeah, his name was Edgar. And so anytime I saw Edgar Allan Poe, I knew that was him. And 7 was his number. He was a 7 in numerology. And, time for change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. And it's about getting messages through electronics as well. Getting messages in whichever way. So, let's get to number 7. 7 is about spirituality, really diving deep. This is what this is about. This is that dark night of the soul. We will help each other get out. We will help each other. We just got to hold hands, everybody. Just hold hands. So, spirituality, truth, being your authentic self. them. It says, we're moving from an industrial world. Wait, let me find the part that resonates with me. So, the lovely maiden named Poe, after the famously mournful Gothic writer Edgar Allan Poe, is working with constant of change. She's watching technology's advances and assessing them. Good and bad, shadows and light. So too you must decide what changes you will make to keep up with the shifts, not only in energy but in technologies that are available to you. And somehow you will know exactly when it is the right time to take your use up a level and use technology so it helps you and keeps you connected and strong. The technologies you embrace can be used for good and can be used effectively to let people know what you bring into the world. So yes, share in your things. Create your YouTube channel. Share your wisdom, your knowledge, your insight. Don't care what other people think of you. And it says, you may wish to be more disciplined about your time spent online. Yeah, it's constantly posting online your life and sharing your world. Do it in a way, it's great, but you're also taken away from living in the moment, because now your memory is based on that photo and not your actual eyes. So when you start putting all your memories on a phone, you lose your own actual memory. You're no longer sharpening your mind because all your memories are stored in a phone. And I know when I was having my awakening, I lost a lot of memories. And all I could remember were things that were stored on my phone. And even then, I still couldn't remember those things. That's a part of the awakening process that you are going to experience. Memory issues. Because as you connect to Source, it clears out a lot of things, a lot of memories, and you come back down. It's like, it's a cleansing process. It's a purging. It is a purging. So, you may notice you have a talent for technology, for developing communication tools that link people and help us all develop communities for the highest good of all. So, create a blog. If you're constantly are guided to post things, create a blog where it's all cohesive and people can really see the journey in an organized fashion, so they understand what they're seeing. Because sometimes we're seeing something we don't know where did that begin. I want to know. So let's start back at the beginning. Let's create a line. Boom, 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 boom. Not even a line, like a star. Points. Upload your stuff to the internet for a wider audience. And you also notice how people today have come to use the internet as a weapon to bully and harm others. So you have to never use technology in this way. And it's okay if people do that to you, because that's their karma. If you know that it's not truth, that it's just the darkness trying to dim the light, then who cares if you get a thumbs down? Who cares if, somebody gives a bad comment? Delete it. So what if that thumbs down stays? So it reminds you that there's a lot of people that need work to be done. If they are thumbing down things that are helping others, that is their own karma. It's not yours. Let it go. So whatever it is, the right time to truly work with technology in new ways is now. So also look out for signs and synchronicities through electricity and electronics. A lot of spirits come through music and electronics and things like that, because it's easy for energy to manipulate energy. So look out for those things, but also be discerning where it's coming from, because it also could just be Big Brother, if you know what I mean, trying to sell you a product. Like, I was just talking about rose-scented candles, and now here's an ad for rose-scented candles. It's a sign, I must buy this. No, that's just the phone listening to your conversations and putting ad placements there. So really be discerning. Let's say you're online and you're reading an article that resonates about something you were just talking about. That's the kind of a sign that I'm talking about. If you're hearing a song that resonates with something, that's what I'm talking about. Watch out for it. Be careful with the ads. 7, Poe. And it's like running out of time. Time is not linear. It no longer exists. We're moving into this era where no one really dies. Sorry, my phone is... Okay. Ooh, this is a long reading. I'm sorry, guys. This is probably one of my longest readings. Okay, so, and we're getting to the last card. 24, I got your back. Your spirit guides, your loved ones that passed away, they all got your back. They are all here. Okay, sorry. Here we go. Okay, I got your back. Oh, we got one more. There's no such thing as death. So I got your back, 24. Let's finish this off. We know this is number 6. This is about family, losing those we love. You know, they're here. They got your back. Your spirit guides got your back. The universe has your back. Love has your back. Build a foundation based on love. Whatever you are passionate about, whatever you love, build on that. Build on that. Be balanced. Create balance. It says, you can spit in the face of fear, flip off those who bar the door, shake your fist to any who dare say no, because you, sweet thing, are divinely protected by the Dude Most High, always and forever. Amen. Yes. Did you hear that? You are protected. You are guided. We got one more card from our deceased loved ones. Here we go. There's no such thing as death. I am as much alive as you are, because our souls are a life force energy that can never be extinguished. Only my body has been released, and that was a dense form of energy that was affected by other dense earthly energies. My soul and yours are beautifully fine, high vibrational energies which live for eternity. I am conscious and fully aware of who I am and where I am. You might even say that I'm more aware now, that I'm free of the distractions of the physical world. Please know that I am happy and healthy in the spiritual sense. In many ways, I'm even more available to you than I was on earth, because I'm more alive than ever. And there you have it, guys. No one ever really dies. The heart of life. I'm here to protect, to defend the silver lining. There is a silver lining. We just got to get there, guys. Let's all just hold hands and get there. Pray, really, pray. I highly suggest lighting a candle, carrying around a piece of tourmaline with you for protection during this time, because you're going to have a lot of energy vampires that are going to try to siphon that energy from you. You know, but you are divinely connected to Source, and they want that. They want to be connected to what you're connected to, and they'll get there. They just need to have patience, but they don't have the patience, so they siphon off the energy of others. So just be very careful. You know, be authentic, speak your truth, help others. This is going to lead to your freedom. You know, we're all free beings. Let's escape this crazy monetary system and create the world that we've always dreamt of. And remember, healthy boundaries, guys. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions regarding the dark night of the soul or anything, feel free to comment. And I will get back to you at my earliest convenience. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste, everybody. I send you all so much love, healing love, and light and protection from the Most High.